Well, it's 10:10, 2020, and if you look at your cell phones, it's 10:10 right now. 2020, baby, what's happening? Wow. Wow. I mean, that's all I can say is wow. Today is an epiphany, 10:10, 2020. I see a lot of people having uh, wake up, these wake up thoughts. I mean, like waking up and all that stuff like that, that it's not like a wake up, but it's like it's people on both sides, on the good spectrum and on the evil spectrum. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can't really sit there and just talk about the good when you know what I'm saying, but when also the bad is happening, you know. But I'm just not going to focus on the evil. But then it comes to a question and generalization. Is like, what is evil really? Like, what is evil? You know, can you be evil and not know it? On a for real. I mean, let's really sit there and look at this. Like I always say, first and foremost, okay, I am not Democrat. I am not Republican. I am an individual. All my thoughts come from me. Uh, I can say that sometimes it is inspired from others, but I'm a firm believer in right is right, wrong is wrong, real is real, game is game. Gotta be, you have to, you know. And what was really crazy about the situation and generalization is that what I'm about to say, people are going to have their own storyline, their own narrative on this, even before I even get to the end of the story. You see, normally like on a weekday, especially this early, I don't even do. I'm not necessarily calling this a rant, but I'm just gonna call this a conversation. You know, it's a spin, my spin on things, the way I see it, as in not being selfish, but as in accepting every single one of you who you are, love all y'all equally, and I respect every single instance of your individuality. I just expect the same. This is what irks me, and it's in all honesty, it's like if I could actually put it like you said, how does it feel when a narrative is put upon you? Imagine this narrative is like a club sandwich that is 100 feet high with whole bunch of different type of stuff that's on this sandwich, layer and layer and layer and layer and layer and layer and layer. I mean, and there's going to be times I'm going to sit there and digress, but this all winds up because it's so much. There's so many flavors. You know what I'm saying? It's more flavors and baskets of robbers and ice cream simultaneously at the same time. For real. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep this Gucci. Let's keep this real. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do. Yada yada yada, and all that. This is not about no, as I said, not about political party. It's not about what religion and you are. It's not about you being gay. It's not about you being white. You know what I'm saying? It's not about you being black. It's not about you being Asian, Chinese, Russian, whatever the fuck you are, dude. All right. I'm putting all that shit, man. I'm setting on a fucking back burner because I'm not even thinking about it. But yes, there are times when the only way to express an idea to express an idea or a thought is use it in reference. But in generalization, people live to reference, but that's a one small aspect. That's a big aspect. So that's a big aspect in good and evil, you know, and it's often looked upon as nothing because because we're taking everything for granted, and yes, it's almost like a program. To let you know that this is going to be a true story. It happened to me today, and what's funny, I walked out of my job and didn't get fired. I'm not going to tell any names. That's the situation. You don't know nothing. Nobody knows nothing what I do. Nothing. All right. Only thing I can say in generalization is factory work. All right. This is what it is. Factory work. A lot of us in the United States work in factories. Me personally, I like factory work. I like the repetition. Sometimes I like to, there's things that go wrong and stuff like that. That's only natural. But I walked out and didn't get fired. But there's more to this story. You know what I'm saying? This story is almost, what would I say? Tell you like how I feel. I want to use the word activist, but it's not really activism. I don't consider what I do activism. You know what I'm saying? As I'm sitting here thinking about it, it's more or less realism. You know what I'm saying? I'm a realist. No horrors, no no whole bars. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to um, what would I say? Nothing to trigger y'all because I'm not here to sit there and trigger. But if you get triggered, then only person that you have to blame is yourself. I had nothing to do with that. You were the one that was inside your feelings. But I was sitting there, I was looking at, I was what, she was crazy. And afterwards, I sat there and I watched my Maurice Dell presentation on what he sees in the world and all that stuff like that. So it's funny that this was already in my mind to do this video, but it's just very funny that um, he's on that same level. You know what I'm saying? That same level, that same vibe, and this plethora of fuckery, as I say it and he said it. I'll even add on to it: fuckery, assholery, uh, stupidity, idiocracy. You know what I'm saying? Straight out dummies. Not saying that I saying it out of disrespect, which I'm not. I'm not going to go there and sit there and say that, well, that, oh man, you're making fun of these people because you're making fun of people because they're no, I'm not because they're not as smart as you. That line came out to me. They're like, this person sat there, and this was a situation at my job, but this is not the main situation. But he sat there, they sat there, and he goes, "You think you're smarter than me?" I'm like, you know what? I said, that never crossed my mind. But yeah, you do. Don't lie. I'm like, what do you mean? I says, you're just you're putting in, you're imposing a narrative on something that's not even inside, something that's not inside my thought process. And it's not, and this is just in regular life, and I'm seeing this like in front of my nose. You know what I'm saying? In front of my nose, and I'm seeing if this is live on I'm seeing this is live right now. It says I'm live. They may giving me a strike or something. Or I can't. I'm trying to see if my video is on. So I'm trying to link this out. But if some of y'all sit there and see this link, then that's good. Hold on 1 second. My videos. Boom. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I see what you're doing. 1 second. I see what you're doing. Evil, evil, evil tech people. Just say that just to be simple and stupid. You know, the tyranny of the tech world, of the social media, the ABCs, CNNs, NBCs, and of social media out to get me because I'm getting ready to tell some truth. Crazy, nuts, very, very nuts. You know what I'm saying? That you have to literally stoop down to a low level. And this is like getting to it, you know, just keeping it. Just I'm sitting there ranting while I'm multitasking. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, wow, you gotta, man, just fake it. You know, and let's start right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the as I always say, I'm on to peel the onion of humanity. All right, and I always say this: peel the onion of humanity. All right, this is unreal. This is like completely unreal. That I might not even be live. Wait a second.
It's time to take control of your journey towards chess mastery. Magnus Carlsen introduces chess.
Oh, yes. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, I found it. All right, cool. I am. Okay, here we go. All right, I found it. Yeah, because they're really fucking it up. Okay. Wait. Well, what's happening here? No, it's like it won't let me. If you see this video, share, because I'm trying to share this video. Oh, there it goes. All right, hold on. All right. 1 second, 1 second. That's it. I'm talking about how the narrative, how people put the narrative on you. Oops. All right, hold on. Now now put this on my Twitter. All right, since it's happening. Hold on. Holy shit, they fucked up. They fucked up bad. Okay. Link parlor. All right, parlor. There's my mines. 1 second, 1 second. Everything's so slow here. Like this. Well, once I get on there, see, I don't really mess with mines all like that. No. So I'm trying to see how to post. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, and one more parlor. As I said, man, this is on a cuff. I really wasn't expecting to do anything like really today. I mean, it's like this is, I said, this right here is like really beyond politics with me. Really, it's beyond politics. I mean, this is just all this whole thing is just. Wait a second. All right, get this on there. Okay. Now let's see what happened. Like this, everybody also get in mind. It's supposed to be like Facebook and stuff like that, But anyways, hello Minds, hello Parlor. You know what I'm saying? I'll be posting this. I'll be posting this whole video on Gab after it's done. I have to go to another device for my Gab. But hello everybody. As I said, I was talking about is people are putting a narrative upon you. You know what I'm saying? Like actually imposing a narrative that's not true. That's not even inside your mind capacity. And 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 put in like a real short condensed version that looking that this is me not as a Democrat, not as a black man, not as a anything, just a human being. Yes, I am black. I'm not not denying I am black. But right now, right here, this space, it just doesn't matter ever. You know what I'm saying? I just make fun of it sometimes. It's I Chappelle thing sometimes, but it's all out of fun and love. Like when I have the regular people on and stuff like that. We always say niggas and crackers and spicks, so mine. Just for the fun of it. And yes, I mean, and I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say I'm fully conservative. I ain't gonna say I'm fully liberal. I'm not gonna say basically from all the labels that you have. I consider myself none of the above. All right. I'm this Jay Da Vinci, aka Jay Foster. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. It's just funny how the world, just as the world turns, and how crazy it's been. And as I said today, that if you listen to the beginning of the video from the beginning after it's off, it'll give you more of an in depth. But let me go into this story. This past week, let's see, I worked about like 50 some hours. I mean, I'll be about 60 or a little over 60 hours this week if I was still there, you know. But I remember back in the 90s when I was in the military. You know what I'm saying? I was a very cocky dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was cocky, but I always had had a mind of my own. I mean, even throughout my life, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that, well, Jay, you like to buck the system. You know what? And I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'll be completely honest with all y'all. I don't like to buck a system only when it's wrong. I don't even like to do it when it's wrong because I don't need the aggravation, you know. But that's what happens. That's the story of life. Nothing goes easy. Because this is not politics. This is not um, about Trump. This is not about Biden. This is not about Camilla. This is right here in front of our fucking faces. All right? This is what I'm sick of. You know what I'm saying? This here, right in front of faces, because it's not just here. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere, all the way up to our politics. Everybody's like, wow. Even though this situation has nothing to do with politics in hmm, a word. I'm going to say this. The politics, all right, is interwoven. The way I'd actually, what was told to me and what I've read is that it's not it's not it's not an invasion, but it's like a slow but steady infiltration. You know, a slow and steady infiltration. I mean, this is the way. I mean, this is the way it's looking. It's looking to me. You know what I'm saying? Slowly. And no, what was funny is I did this about 5 minutes ago, and it's just posted on. Then it's just posted on Facebook. Wow. Good evening, Facebook. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Here, I'm saying let's I'm live, live, live. All right. Share a story. Okay. Have that out. So put that out, you know what I'm saying? And well, I mean, they're really, really trying to screen me. That's why I have to think of all these plain words and stuff, you know, for they will consider me a threat against Facebook policy, you know, and stuff like that, which that's very crazy. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not. This is not about this is about everybody. So but I'm saying throw all that for one time. This is even talking to the liberals, man. You know what I'm saying? Who's think they're liberal, whatever they are. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be human and just put all that shit the fuck aside. Parents, kids, you know what I'm saying? Especially parents. Watch this shit together with your kids. I'm just gonna give you the real one because I'm sick and I'm fucking tired. Now, since I got that system, not out of my system, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it in. As I said before, we're only about 60. It was almost 60 hours I sat there. I worked this week. I mean, we were sitting there just busting our ass and stuff like that. Imagine for a long time that there's more that I understand the expansion of business. I understand the efficiency of how businesses start or how businesses run. I understand the mechanics of how businesses run. I understand the whole system on how any business is done, from moms and pops to factory to even corporate. You know, I've been through all those phases, and it's funny as I'm sitting there looking at it, especially getting out like basically. I'm not saying walking away from entertainment or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't know. Maybe this is just a calling or something like that. I don't know. I'm just sitting there just right. But anyways, 60 hours, and we have these no names, no nothing, no place. It's just a factory. And you have people that are leads, and you have people that are supervisors. With the supervisor, I mean, he's a young buck. You know what I'm saying? He's a young buck, but he's what the hell? What was that? Oh, he's a young buck, but he has a lot of potential. There's another one that is pretty much a young buck and all that stuff like that. Little copy, got that tough night security, Craig. You know what I'm saying? That type point of view. And I'm just gonna say it, This dude do not have. He has no. Wait, I'm gonna go like the people skills. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna go to people skills yet. Okay, his problem solving capabilities are null and void. It's all impulse. You just see it. You know what I mean? I mean, if you talk to a person that was in the military, you know, also, which I'm not using that as a gripe, but I got stories about that. You know what I'm saying? And what's funny is that it'll make you perplexed. You know what I'm saying? On my military story, you know, because there was one thing that was said to me in the military, which basically shaped my whole life. Well, two, and it was from the same sergeant. He told me this: I will never let a private undermine me. It was it was insulting, you know. And then he said to me, he goes, another thing my sergeant said is, one day you will use this experience and execute it inside your life. Basically, to be perfectly honest, that was the wisest thing this man even said to me. And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't stand him. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can say, he was an E7 and I bucked up to him. And I don't feel bad. Yeah, people can call it an insubordination. Oops, I gave something away on purpose. But there's a story about that. All right? Or I was right. You know what I'm saying? And I love my brothers in arms and all that. And my brothers in arms and people that were there got my back because I was real. I didn't take no shit. I was still learning that. I mean, that was from basic training and also being, I mean, I went to the military. I mean, I went to a regular unit. I started off in reserves and just went to active duty, you know, and stuff. But I just wanted to get out of my town. But right there at that point, that was a center stage in my life of the way the story is going. So let's go to today. You walk into your job, everything's all fucked up. I mean, from the shift before, everything's all fucked up. All right. And then you have, let's see, okay, with three people, you have roughly 700 big boxes of products an hour, maybe more, on top of stuff that's added on. You know what I'm saying? Which brings that up to, for boxing, labeling, all that good stuff. And that's just one part. I can do the whole blame. I can do the whole blame line, the whole place. You know what I'm saying? It's just a place I was at. All right. And it may sound very simple, but it's very, very complex. But imagine going for months that you know the job can be done. Well, sort of. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If they go with the max, but that it's all about numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because the numbers don't match the labor. Just say that the numbers don't match the labor. But I understand the efficiency of doing stuff cheap, but sometimes I look at you just gotta spend money to make better. But you have 20-year-old machines that are used. I mean, I'm not talking about just the big machines. I'm not there, but the things you know that you put boxes, strap them, there are 15 to 20 years old. All right, 15 to 20 years old. Okay, they're breaking down and all that stuff like that, and all that shit's happening. Meanwhile, you're sitting there undermanned. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the pay's good. You know, I mean, I didn't mind doing the hard work. I mean, I didn't mind doing the hard work at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's happening. But it's the idea of having a managerial official. I'll just say that like a managerial official work on impulse and say that he's thinking. And then he don't know. I mean, it's almost like I sit back and I'm another department. As I said, I do everything. I do every job. So my job ain't boring. I don't mind all that. I don't mind all that at all. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So I'm sitting there watching. I'm one of those type people that I'll sit there and I'll watch everything. You know what I'm saying? And what's really crazy about the whole situation, which I'm going to tell you the truth, I'm like a human recorder. I even record people's conversations around me inside my mind just by actually to see where they are spiritually and um, their mind capacity. But I don't sit there and go and tell everybody's fucking business. You know, that's their business. Only thing I'm doing is learning. Only thing when I sit there and look at people and I hear people, and don't say that you do it because everybody does it. But it's not intentional. It's just being aware of everything. It's not where you are, it's where you at. Okay? It's not where you are, it's where you at. Let's say, I'm peeling the onion of humanity. If you can follow, you can follow. If you can't, then you know what, man? I don't know what to say to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the person that sits here and change your life. But I can tell you what I have observed in real life. You know, what I have observed in real life. So, anyways, I walk in, everything's all fucked up, everything's out of procedure and all that stuff like that. Meanwhile, you have probably, instead of having your 800, you're probably pumping out probably, I say about 30, no, wait, this every hour. You're pumping up probably about like 4,000 pieces an hour. Okay? All right? 4,000 pieces an hour, and these are big boxes that has to be labeled. Also, you know, you do your quality control as well, and all that stuff on down line, and one station and only 3 people. All right. Then you have your quality control and sit there and bitch you out because one pass that was messed up, and they got a whole blame 5 minutes to look and inspect, and we only have 3 seconds. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking saying. You know, not a bitch, not a groan, yada yada yada. But then on top of that, and as I said, this is gradual. That's then on top of it. This is the day. It's a plethora. And imagine this shit every single fucking day. Every single fucking day. All right. And it's not that everybody's, oh yeah, well that's what happens, yada yada yada. Dude, no. There's one thing I can actually sit there and say. The military never treated people so bad as the way some of these factories. You know, I want to say it, and I'm sure people that has factories, that goes into factories and all that stuff like that. You know, I'm sure they have something. I'm sure they have something. You know, to say about. To say about that on a forum. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it happens to everybody. You know, and every factory has this. You know, as a matter of fact, you know what, man? Never mind me. I'm just coming off of work. You're seeing me. You're seeing me after. Like, so this is like after work, you know. So here, turn off, start cam. All right, and wait a second. Oops. Okay, this is the camera. This is me. You know, my job. I have to wear a mask and all that. My screen's over here. So I'll be looking. Yeah, you see, yeah, and I do. I got my Keep America's Great hat on. All right. You know, Trump 2020. But this has nothing to do with them. Before y'all even go there. Before y'all even go there. All right. Free advertisement. All right. Here we go. I have another room inside there, and I'm making it into something. But that's. Anyways, you have all this shit. You have all this shit fucking. You have all this shit fucking happening. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. See, I have to sit there and have to wrap my wrist because I mean, look how swollen my fingers are. You know what I'm saying? Fucking nerve shit and all that stuff like that. You know. But that wasn't the point that I walked out. That's the whole thing. It wasn't the point that I walked out. Never was. You know, and that right there is what's crazy. As I said before, I didn't mind the work. I didn't mind the work whatsoever. Not at all. All right now. So anyway, so all that's fucked up, you know, as I said, man, and just organizing and keeping it straight. But then on top, you know, the line shuts down all the time. All right. And one time I went upstairs and I seen the shipping people that were the box. There was like 3 guys in there that you could tell, man, this is going this is going on 60 hours this week, and these boxes are heavy. Put them on pallets and these conveyors, and there's only 3 guys, and they're handling a plethora of boxes. So I see why they stop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not so in a way I'm not even mad at them. You know what I'm saying? As I'm looking at it, you know, and as I said, these are different parts because inside a factory, everything is symbiotic of everything. I mean, it is. That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? And the conveyors are the blame veins, product to the conveyors, processing back on the conveyor, whatever it has to do. Every factory. That's why people that have experience in factory work. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is, man, it's like being in a sweatshop that pays real good. All right? A sweatshop that pays real good. Great benefits, great everything. Everything is lovely. Actually, to be honest with you, man, I really enjoyed my job. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed my job. But anyways, after all this happening on their fuck ups, and then I sat there and I told them, I said, look, it's your fault. Then yeah, these 2 cats, you know, I mean, I've been peeping them out, you know what I'm saying? And I know they're shady, you know, because you see what they're doing is they're trying to kiss, you see what they're trying to be your friend inside your face, which I already knew, you know what I'm saying? But I'll get to that, you know, because that's personal. If I see him again, I'll talk to him about it. No threat or anything like that. But I'd probably call him a fucker, motherfucker to his face and something worse. You know what I'm saying? Then walk away and say, God bless you. But I'll definitely say, no, you're a fucking dick, dude. Let's call a fucking spade a spade. You're an asshole. You're a fake ass motherfucker. I just want to let you know that. Have a nice fucking day. You know what I'm saying? For real. I mean, I mean, I mean, that's all I do. If you get if you get all mad and feel all embarrassed and triggered and want to do something, oh well, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? But after you get done, you're limping the fuck home. Point blank. You might be in the hospital for a couple months. You know what I'm saying? I'm not threatening. I'm promising. I don't want to do that. I'm just telling you the fucking truth. All right? That's it. People can't take the fucking truth. That's one aspect of the plethora of fuckery. They get appalled. They get appalled. They get appalled by the truth. You know what I mean? For real. So as the rhyme gets rougher, as the rhyme goes on, right? That says it's lovely. It's lovely. You know. Um. Hold on. Let me see something. Oh no, I'm good. All right. All right, hold on to your love. You got to hold on to your keep on. Okay, lovely. Okay, there's my cool. Da, 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 da. Okay. Share. Uh, uh, hold on 1 second. But that's it, man. Let's just keep all this Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Wow, they don't let you share shit. Wow, man. I tell you what, though, man. Facebook is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? As I said, the censorship and all that stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. That's crazy as hell. But yeah, man. But I'm gonna put some liberals on here real quick. But anyway, let's get back to the job situation. So, anyways, he said, "Well, this guy." Well, he's like, "I was told." So I was wondering if I was told. I says, "Well, I know," because I says, "I know everybody know what they do," and he actually tried to play that shit before. So I'm like, "Okay, okay, all right." You know what I'm saying? Because you got to choose your battles wisely. And the reason being I didn't choose that battle was because the battle I would have chose that battle, it would have been unnecessary because I was already heated because the way this manager, you know what I'm saying, or leader, um, basically, try to play me. You know what I'm saying? The way he played his fucking card, basically. You know what I'm saying? He played his fucking card the wrong way. As I said, life's a poker game. You know, and like some of this is gonna be as I'm thinking and all that stuff like that. Now I just see my face. I feel more cool because I was trying to do some research at the same time. But not doing my job or anything like that. I got that all taken care of. It's just that this was already in the plan. Just like I got this uh, Facebook profile since 2017. So how convenient, So I've seen all this shit coming, and I seen the change in people and all that stuff like that, and I mean I didn't see on how it's playing out. Like it's like funny, like on Star Wars. This is not going to go the way you think. But what's funny is you already know what could happen. As I said, you see, my father used to say, looking at that, you have to see both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? But it's very useful. You know what I'm saying? It's very useful when you sit back and you actually look at that quote. I think one of the most wisest things that was ever told to me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at both sides of the coin before you make a decision. Sometimes you accidentally don't make the right right decision, so the coin goes sour for you, right? So that happens. So, anyways, he goes and moves. He moves me somewhere else, and I ain't gonna go all inside the detail, but I'll give you some because this right here is this is the main part. So, anyways, I am so heated because the way he acted, the way shit's fucked up ever since I started, that they can't fix shit. So that it just, and then you're working 60 hours a week. You're working from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning, which I didn't mind that shit. I did not fucking mind that shit. Okay, now I can't reiterate this shit. I can't reiterate this. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I did not mind the hours. Yes, it was hard, but you know, it's just that it's basically the equipment and the attitudes and the people. Let's get to the people the people that work there. All right. I ain't gonna say these people that work there are dumb and stupid. All of them. All of them. I stress all of them. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. Oh, no, let's look at this. You know what? Everyone there is smart. All right. Let's look at it this way. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's in there smart, and it's what they choose to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm just trying to get out of my emotions. Okay. So let's put everybody on a plane. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that you work with there, that they all got some intelligence. You know their weaknesses. You know where they excel at. Okay, and all that shit right there is accepted. And it really sucks. It really fucking sucks that I have to sit there and explain what I mean before I fucking say it, just for y'all don't have this fucking narrative inside y'all's minds. All right. As I said, what the whole thing about why is a narrative is like people impose a narrative on you that's not true, you know, because they'll sit there and they'll pop on or pop off, yada yada yada, and all that stuff like that, and then people selectively hear and see things. All right, facts. You know what I'm saying? See and hear things. So, anyways, and I've been having issues. Now, I'm not going to talk about them issues. I'm not going to talk about, like I said, this was going on for a long time. And all this time, I say for the past 3 months, I was faking to be nice to him. You know what I'm saying? Because I really wanted to, but I didn't want to because it was a respect for the position. And also, like basically, like a benefit at the same time, it was a benefit of a doubt. Even inside my mind, I'm saying I'm sure he's because I feel that way. That I think he's probably a great person off the job. But it was always in the back of my mind is okay. You know what I'm saying is I mean being easy is like if you're looking at it from a narrative source, it's like who is he trying to impress? But on the down low, you know who he's trying to impress and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Some people say he pushed your button. No, he didn't push my button. You know what I'm saying? It's just you can't stand fuckery. So, anyways, I'm sitting there trying to get my grasp and all that. I mean, I was to the point that the way everything was, I got so frustrated of the situation. Plus, remember, no unions, which I can understand that, but unions have to be reformed, but understand the significance of a union and way a union should be, because out there this is fucking crazy. As I said, the military treated you better in basic training than this fucking place. Because number one is you have all the fucking fakery. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to get to a point that that if you don't sit there and speak up, then they're going to sit there and run all over you. I'm the type of person I'll give them a rope and let them hang with it. I already know what I'm going to do. Completely. I already know what I'm going to do. All right. Before I even, you know what I'm saying? Before I even make the decision. You know what I'm saying? I had that in my mind for I'd say about a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? I had a plan. So me walking off, that was nothing out. That was nothing out of the sun. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'm just letting y'all know. So, anyways, as it's going on, he comes by me. I'm at the other position. He tells me work. I'm trying to get my grasp. I mean, I was so mad because people just look at problems and don't do nothing about the problem. And there's nobody around understanding about supervisor. So there's a big plant. There's a lot of shit going on, but no one sits there and takes charge. And so I went and I fixed the shit. all right, and doing my own job and having a training with all that other shit I was telling y'all about. As I said, this is a plethora of shit. All right. So, anyways, he sat there, he got upset. I mean, he said there was getting up to me. He said, where was dude? I said, please. And I asked him really nicely. I said, dude, I said, please, man. He goes, I'm doing my job. Could you please give me my space? Just leave me alone for a little bit, please. You know what I'm saying? Because I was shaking. I was like going. I haven't been that mad in decades. Okay, and it's hard to get me mad, but that mad. That mad. All right. I said this story gets better. This story gets better. As I said, this is a little of an activist type shit too. This shit gets better. Okay. I was on the verge of losing it because these people were so stupid, no common sense, no sense of urgency. Everybody in it for themselves, which I already knew that. But when you see everything get fucked up and shut down right before your eyes on how stupid they're being when they could be smarter or have an initiative, that irks me, and you deal with it every day. Okay? And as this was going, all right, as this was going, I was feeling like, that this job was actually trying to consume my soul, that my life derived around this job and not what I was supposed to do. This is why I was saying I've been planning my way out anyways. You know what I'm saying? Because at times I can't even, you're either too sore, you're too asleep. And I said, you know what, man? I says, I'll just do this shit for anywhere, man. I'm saying for a certain amount of time, acquire to sit there, man, and save up my cash, yada yada yada, and do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? On the back burner. Sometimes you're so tired, man, that you have to sit to be. You're so tired, man, that you can't even go grocery shopping, man. That bad. And far as I'm concerned, I see the people that do give a fuck, but also I see people that do give a fuck, but they have to play the game because I got a wife, I got kids, yada yada yada. I can't sit there and do that. I'm like, you're a fucking leader. That's what you're supposed to do. You the one that got to say. We got such punk fucking leaders, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just from the political sense, it's all the way down to the local. To the fucking local. Fucking really, dude? And I hate to use a metaphor, but is this swamp really that deep? Because now I'm fucking now I'm fucking this. I'm dealing with the bottom dwellers, and some of them don't even know it. Because it's like this. Because it's that noose. It's that chain. It's like you have a dog and you have a fucking electric fucking collar, right? And when he goes too far, they fucking zap him. But I feel like I'm one of those dogs that they give me the fucking zapper. And I asked for more. It got to the point that I got so so irritated that I had an attitude. Not that I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Not that I thought that I was better than anybody else. Not that it was. As I said, everything. It was none of the above. So, anyways, he comes up to me as you work. I said, dude, please. He kept on. And you know what? I was on the verge of blocking out, and I fucking walked right off the floor. I walked off the floor, and God bless this one dude that sat there came out because he was big. He's one of our best people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I give him credit where he's at. He's a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? But he's that type of dude that he's trying to get in. I always see it. He's just doing what he need to do, get in, get out, and then he's gonna leave that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna hurt him real bad when he does leave. You know what I'm saying? I just see that shit in him. Not saying that I don't know what it is, but you see that spark in him. You know what I'm saying? But dude, you're 48, man. You know what I'm saying? And well, I mean, he's saying this. He's thinking about quitting himself, actually. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Because he sat there and he watched me, and he was like, well, yeah, he enjoyed it. He sat there. He came to me, come back, man, come back, man. Let's come back into the plan. I'm like, no, I said, nah, dude. I said, nah, I can't. I go, I mean, I'll tell you, I was so mad. I was seeing fucking spots. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing spots. I mean, wow. I mean, I mean, no, I can say this, man. I never, ever felt, because the way he talked to me, well, during that, because I said, man, I be skipping all around. He, it was a 22-year-old talking to me like I was like a little fucking boy. All right. And it's not okay. He's 22, we have potential. I respect the position, but I don't have to fucking respect the man. Don't force me to. You know what I'm saying? I gave him all that. Only thing I respect of him right now is the life force that he has inside that body, that body that he lives in. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not see him again and say hi and bye and still just give him that direct respect and move on. For real. That's truth. You know? So, anyways, as I says, I know it. I see people like they go in, they go out, and all that stuff like that because they don't hear it. Because I said selective hearing. As I says, man, this is like this is a talk show, you know, talk show. All right, these are like this is what today's politics is affecting on your direct on the ground society. Okay. So, anyways, now here's the good part. Now, this is going to be controversy because number one is this statement had nothing to do with racism or discrimination. All right. I was doing it for the definition of the word, not to cause shit or anything, but a spade. I looked at it and I'll say to everybody because I was like this. I'm not your nigga. I says, you're not going to talk to me like that. I told him, you're not. I told him a whole bunch of you're nots. And he kept on going. He kept on fucking going. And now I tell you, now my ass is turning fucking green. Okay? And I'm a peaceful guy. I'm pacifist. But you're talking about months and months and months of bullshit that can be easily fixed and they're stupid. Yes, I was a corporate marketer. I understand budgets. I understand all that. But sometimes, man, you gotta bite the bullet and spend some money to get it right. They bought a brand new piece of equipment. We had it for 4 months and the motherfucker still don't work. And it's brand fucking new. 2 of them. And both of them don't work. In some aspects, in a lot of aspects, the old shit that we have works basically better than the new shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you what. So basically, every day you're going into that motherfucker is like a Russian roulette table. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Da 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 da. And then you have dumbasses and all that stuff all the fuck around you that see something wrong. They either see they're a crack. You have a leader that sits there and cracks and say that he doesn't. But the decisions that he's sitting there making, in a way his mind's flipping, you know he's fucked up. And then at the same time thinking he's a shit, trying to have a ball chain and a fucking whip. You know? Tough like security, Craig. That type shit. You know what I'm saying? So being a sit there, a 48-year-old man that sit there that does his job and that says, man, I have other ambitions. This is just very, very good money. So yeah, I went in, no, oh yeah, a sweatshop, yada, yada, yada. But I understand that. But motherfucker, you're going to fucking respect me. You know what I'm saying? I go, one of my favorite, it's one of my favorite one of my favorite movies. One of my favorites. I got plenty of favorite movies. Was on Muhammad Ali, the Joe Fraser. What's my fucking name? Say it. What's my fucking name? You know, but that's another step. But that's part of this story. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what I sat there. Like, when I walk out this motherfucker, you will know my name. You know what I'm saying? And I mean it. I mean what I say. I sat there, man. I mean, just before I was getting ready to go El Negro on him, man, I sat there and I walked out back to the back. Oh, come on back, Jay. Come on back, Jay. Yada, yada, yada. Then my other brother going to go to HR and all that stuff like that. I said, yeah, fine. You know what I'm saying? So I went to HR, and I want to tell you what I was so angry. I sat there. The nurse came in. Now, here's the juicy fucking shit. You say, here's the fucking juicy shit right here. This shit literally fucking just blew my fucking mind. It blew my fucking mind, man. This is right here when you say they're telling you a narrative. They're telling you things that are not even in your mind. Because now they're thinking you're crazy when you say, look, I said, right, well, let me just get to that shit. Woo! So, anyways, okay, so remember, I'm already pissed off. And I'm trying to be cool. And I said, oh, look, man, I said, right now, I cannot choose proper words. You know what I'm saying? On what I'm feeling right now. Okay, this is that I explained to her how mad I was that I can't even think straight. That I have to sit there and think. You know what I'm saying? I have to sit there and think on how to put this shit out. Which in some ways I'm still upset, but I'm not upset as a man. I mean, now I'm in this. I say I'm in a disbelief that I can care less about, but I care. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a fucking pandemic. Because you know why? Because stupidity, fuckery, assholery, and all that bullshit is a fucking pandemic. It's worse than fucking COVID. Because you know why? Because this pandemic is out in the streets trying to kill people that's not even that will go out there and kill you. But that's another level of the stupidity and ignorance. Okay, that's another level, but it's all the same. It's that same evil. Because some people are evil and don't know that they are evil. Which, or what like, or how about looking at it this way? These people are these people are deceived. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know that they're doing evil. I mean, I spoke about this before. Jesus Christ, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, because they think they are right, because they are deceived by doctrine, by business protocol. You know what I'm saying? That in all aspects, it's almost as if you're not human. You know, and it is crazy. But anyways, that's the situation sat there and goes. I sat there and I basically bullet pointed everything for him. You know, to the best of my ability until I started to know I can't. You know what I'm saying? I talked to the other manager that I respect and stuff like that. She goes, well, you should have came and got me. I was like, okay, and leave my position just to come to you when all this fuckery is sitting there happening. I said, how am I supposed to do that? Shoot, he didn't come until after the fact. You know what I'm saying? When everything was fucked up. And then shit was still fucked up when he came and he gave up. You know, so it's like but the fuck of it, but at the same time you're watching this in different levels, and you feel bad for him as a supervisor because he already knows that it's out of his control, and he's the one getting bitched at for it, and he don't deserve it because the equipment's fucked up, which affects the morale of the whole fucking place, and that's why everything's fucked up, and people are quitting by droves. They're good people. And they're getting, I mean, it's so bad that they got these 19, 20-year-olds, stuff like that, being leads, managers, and all that stuff like that. And I mean, and I mean, I'm shaking my head right now, man, because it's like it's so over. I mean, you can't believe it. You can't believe, you know what I'm saying? How stupid. I mean, Obama was right, man. That people's not be able to speak for themselves. I mean, not be able to think for themselves. I mean, really, I'm sitting there. I mean, this is after I remember I walked off the floor. I'm in the HR office, and I'm telling the supervisor and trying to explain to him, look, man. I told straight, I go, look, man. I go, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Why? I said the leader sucks. I was so upset that I sat there and I said, look, I said, I'm going to tell you the truth. I said, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't want the position, but it pisses me off so mad that I'll take his position. I think like this, I'll take his position and I'll do it 100 times better than he can because I care, because I want the shit to go right. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, they try to they try to make a well, that's his job. I says, no, it isn't. I said, what would you do if a guy sat there and got inside your face, you know what I'm saying, and telling you to work, and you ask him to step off of you and let me do my job, and he says, no, well, you're not doing it. I might do and then talk to you like I'm a bitch. I'm like, would you take it? And I told him straight up, look, man, he would have been floored over there if I didn't leave. I did y'all a favor, you know? So, anyways, here goes the kicker. There's a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting over it. I mean, I'm getting out of that. So, anyways, the nurse was there, right? Oh yeah. And they're like, oh well, we're going to your nurse. Well, I think you're getting irate. I said, no, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, like you see on the movies that people think you're crazy, and you say, no, man, I'm cool. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay. And I guess they had like their little powwow and they got on their phone and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the whole conversation, I had supervisors about like this. I left them speechless, slayed all of them, slayed every single one of them. And now I'm going to the doctor. Now I'm going to the doctor's office. All right, I mean to the nurse's office. Oh, you go to oh you what's going on? She pulls out a cup for me to piss inside of it. I already knew I already knew. Okay, I was like, okay. And before everybody sat there and said, but you know what? I could have refused it. You know what I'm saying? But there were, but as I said, there's two legs. But I knew what was on the other side of that coin. Only thing she said that I can refuse it, but didn't say, what if I don't? You feel me? So then it goes into their policy. So number one is I'm like this. In my mind, I'm like, is this a violation? You know, but anyways, so I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna say it. Yes, I smoke weed like I like drinking like someone else would drink a beer. I don't fucking drink. Okay, I don't do crack. I don't do heroin, crystal meth, none of that. Just weed. In this state here, it's illegal, but I'm still gonna fucking smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I am an activist of smoking weed. All right, but the weed had nothing to do with it. But I said, yeah, I said no, I said fuck it. You know what? Because I mean, I ain't give a fuck, right? I mean, I'm tired of being fake to motherfuckers. I'm tired. I smoke weed, yes, I do. I'll be dirty. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm dirty. Oh well. If all y'all see this motherfucker, the fuck it. Yeah, I smoke weed proudly. Okay, I've always made it to work on time. Every day I was always a team player, and never ever, it never had a problem. Never, ever, ever, any job. You know, any job. Not because I'm think I'm better. No. Okay, I'm gonna go smoke a beer. Okay, I'm gonna hit a J. I mean, I'm gonna drink a beer. I'm gonna hit a J. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically like when I go to sleep where I play video games. Other than that, if I'm on business, I'm on the move. I'm not even thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't agree with it anyways. But the whole point is, well, the whole case in point that blew me out that I didn't give a fuck before this situation even happened with the pet test. She goes, you're irate. I mean, so I'm irate. And I was like, wasn't you just there when I sat there? If I was so irate, being irate is basically that I'm about to go crazy and I'm not. Because I told you, I said, right now I can't think straight. And also I was telling, look, man, I said, I'd rather just go home. I'd rather just go home. You know what I'm saying? Why I go, no. You know what I'm saying? I go, ain't nothing changed today. Shot. My inspiration, my everything's gone. You know what I'm saying? Everything's gone. You tell me, oh, you gotta fight. No, dude, no. All right. What it is with man, the workforce and all that stuff like that, man. We gotta get better. I mean, I know it's everywhere, but it almost feels like, man, because there's a lot of micromanagement that's happening on stupid stuff. Also, this COVID with this mask and wearing this mask and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? And stuff. And even though it's strenuous work indoors in the cold, and you have to wear a mask, it really there's a lot of people limping, a lot of people hurt up. As I said, my hands all messed up, you know, and my integrity again is not pride. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the person will sit there and lie about me and put a narrative on me saying I'm doing something or saying or even what I say. I mean, have you ever had people sit there, you say something and they flip the script right inside your face? I mean, literally flip the fucking script, flip the script right in your face. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. And you're sitting there just listening to a narrative that ain't true, that they're accusing you of doing. Well, at that point, I didn't even know what I was accused for. But here's the crazy thing. So I told him I was dirty. I pissed in a cup. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I was like, oh well, it's done by measure. And I said, oh yeah, nanograms. By what? Hey, is it illegal? I said the legal limit is 15 milligrams. I said 15 nanograms, right? And the nurse sat there just looked at me. You know what I'm saying? So now they're all fucked up. So she gets a little fucking phone call. So I'm sitting here expecting to get fired. I'm expecting to get fired. I will still eat it, but at the same time, I didn't care if I got. I mean, but at the same time, like I was more in the sense because I was surprised because then I had another card. You know what I'm saying? Once it goes, we're going to take this to, you're good, so you're suspended. You know what I'm saying? You're suspended. Because I want to see if they want to sit there and tell me to do classes or all that shit. Because they have no reason to fire me or anything because I told everybody, there's no excuse. What the fuck would you do? What would you do if somebody's in your face and you're telling, please let me do my job in peace and leave me alone? You know what I'm saying? I go, let me just get my bearings. You know what I'm saying? I go, I lost it. Okay, I just wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Just let me do my job. And it was an easy job, so it was already destructive. So I could take I could take my frustrations out and all that, and I'd be like semi fine. You know what I mean? Semi fine. But they suspended me. And what's funny thing about it, I was looking forward to being fired. You know, I mean, it's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. I didn't even get fired. We'll test, yada yada, because I already know the book about it. Oh yeah, okay, well we'll give you some you have to take these drug courses and sit there and come back and then and your drug course, you can still work or take this drug. That's inside the fucking book. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't going through all that. I ain't gonna go through all that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, only hard drug I've ever done was back in New Year's of 2000 on Miami Beach when I took a hit of acid because it was Y2K. Even though I knew that nothing was going to happen, I just said I never tripped before and I want to trip just to trip the new millennium in because I'm never going to see another one. That was the last time I took a hit of acid. Real shit. Real fucking shit. Should I put it out there? Shoot, some of my videos I already do put it out there. You know, when you're a leader, man, there's more to it. You know, I mean, in a way, I mean, you could say it's a little deeper agape love. Okay, it's a little deeper agape love. I mean, because agape love is the only word I can actually use. You know what I'm saying? But I say I don't know what to call it, but I'm always say a deep agape love. It's respect. You just do. You should respect their minds, you respect their bodies, and you respect their souls. And once you have that amongst your team, once you have that with your people, that they sit there and trust you and know you'll lead them. But also, it's not about you being a leader. You know what I'm saying? But also, they're leaders too. They're leaders of their task. Some people don't have the ability. Sometimes you gotta let them go because they're dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because they sit at fast pace. All that stuff, that business, that protocol, all that stuff. But when you sit there and completely disrespect a person, knowing that this person can work anything, any piece of machinery, anything there, even fix it, just about. If it breaks, you got something special. So anyway, she sat there and says, I'm suspended. And you know what I know? You know what I told the managers and all that time and all that shit like that? Even them, I says, then that gives me time to think about it. And they just looked. They always I say the eyes go, ooh. I said, that gives me time to think about it. You know? Should I stay or should I go now? Either or, I say just an overlay of the whole situation. I don't care because I have options. Okay? I have options. But on my human side, looking at it, it depends. It depends on how I feel. You know, because is there like it's because this comes to my mind. Is anything really going to change? Are these people going to be more team oriented? I have things I want to accomplish and I can't accomplish them because I'm too even tired to go to bed. I'm too even tired to go to the store and go grocery shopping. I have money. Yeah. But now I make really good money. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I make really good money. But is this really good money? This is a question I have that you feel that it takes your soul. It takes all of you. I mean, just from hearing from other people and all that stuff like that. I don't have time for my family, yada, yada, yada. My kids are doing bad in school, all this stuff and all these issues, and they're working and working and working. You working 6 days a week, and then on that Saturday, you get off like 4 o'clock in the morning, and you don't get to really get up until, go to sleep until like 8, maybe 8:30 or so. Can't really enjoy the day because you sleep most of the day, and then all you have is at night and you're up all night. But I'm making good money. But okay, I'm achieving money. But am I achieving what? But what else am I achieving? Oh yeah, I'm putting stuff together. You know, is it worth it? Is it worth giving myself a heart attack, stroke? I got friends in the hospital right now. I have a lot of friends that died of a young age. Hearts, car accidents, diabetes, colon cancer, suicide. A grip of people that I knew all my life. But other than that, let's go by the biggest one is drug abuse, slamming, fentanyl, all that stuff. You know, and I did say, I said to him, I said, I'm a proud weed smoker. I said, I used to take Wolof, Zoloft and Wallabutrin after I got out the military. Anxiety and all that stuff like that should never happen ever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not, I never do, as I say, I never felt this way. But how can I be, the question that really got me, that made me speechless, and I haven't asked it with him. I'm like, so you're saying my rate, and I'm telling you that I can't think. So obviously, I'm saying, I said, I can't even think of the words. I said, basically, I'm without words. I can't believe it. So you try to explain it, but you couldn't even articulate it because there's such a plethora of shit, and people have an attention span of a fucking guppy. You watch. And then the conclusion is, on one side I care, the other side I care less. Maybe my father was like, well, maybe my father, basically the lesson in this that there's two sides of every coin. Be wise of the sides that you decide that you choose. I walked off like because I did the right thing because I was about to lose it. So that's why I wasn't suspended. I mean, that's why I wasn't fired. Also, I left him with with a um, um, souvenir of how angry I was. Mhm. Yes. There is a plethora of avenues I can go on this. As I said, my answer was good. That gives me time to think about it. You know, I only know about what the book says. Do I care? Yes and no. I think the way I look at it, I mean, you know what, just to be honest, it's like being, I mean, like double-edged sword. Just a double wide. Because I see both sides. I see both sides. I'm a double-edged sword. I'm not straight and narrow. I'm the point. That thin line between the yin and the yang, that balance, that center, that thing I've been striving to be all my entire life. You know what I'm saying? And there's only so much time. God help us, man. God help us. Really, God help us. You know, people are lost. No sense of reality. You know what I'm saying? That every day is more prevalent, different attributes of the seven deadly sins. Sometimes I catch myself in them. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not better than any of y'all, and I'm the first to say it. But when I went off and I walked out, you know what I'm saying? I think they knew us, and I told everybody there, supervised everybody, I am not apologizing for what I did. Fuck that. I mean what I say what I mean. Period. You know, they never dealt with a character like me. You know what I'm saying? Me sit there and tell everybody I don't apologize. I don't. No, I'm not. This has nothing to do with pride. This is about right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna tell me what I am thinking. And oh yeah, then Bob goes, why are you telling? He said, why didn't you come to me, dude? No, dude, I was way beyond that. I was way beyond that. I blacked. I had to run away from my own anger. I told him that. I had to run away from my own anger because it was so bad. There wasn't. There wasn't. There was no way. No way. I even told him, I said, you tried doing it with 1,000 people for 1,000 people a day for 11 years. For 11 fucking years. Living in Las Vegas, the most transient fucking city in the whole fucking United States. Next to LA or close to LA, I really don't give a fuck if both cities are going down the drain. I feel bad and my heart goes out for the fuckery and stupidity and bullshit that Nevada's going through. I live there, I know. and see how the infiltration of this MK Ultra type programming, you know, and it's unreal. I mean, it's really fucking unreal. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame. It's a real shame. These people have demons, man. These people have straight motherfucking demons. This is a spiritual fucking war, dude. We ain't seen nothing yet. Prayers out to my family, my friends, my associates, even my enemies. All I can do is wish y'all well. Wish y'all can change. Unite. Be American. It's not about black, white, religion, color, creed, families. We're the melting pot. We're the great experiment. We are the melting pot. Don't fuck that out. Peace. I'm out. At the end of every show, I'm gonna start doing that to all my niggas and crackers and spicks. I love all y'all. I'm steady going to be Chappelling it. And also at the same time, this goes out to Zuckerberg. Fuck you. Free Speech USA. Where we go one, we go all. I'm out.